What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP here with Let's Play Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, Part 37. This is the wrap-up video, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with my previous videos, the wrap-up video is the last video that I usually do in a Let's Play, where I talk about any information or trivia about the game that I'm playing, and I show off any extras that I did not get a chance to show off. What I was showing there was a secret movie, or a secret ending that can only be gained by gathering all of the trophies in the game, getting the platinum trophy, and then going to the options menu and looking up credits, as you saw what I was doing there. This all of this is pre-recorded. The audio is post. I forgot the term, but it's not. This is not live commentary. This is post commentary, because I had recorded live commentary for this, but for whatever reason the audio did not record, and I had about 37 minutes worth of video that I had to cut down, and really only 9 minutes of actual important information. Everything else you can see just by looking at what I'm doing. I'm showing off the pause menu right now, and the unlockables. You get these for getting the Sly masks. You see, you get 5 for the monkey paraglider, 10 for the camo, 15 for the ultimate Sly, 20 for ultimate Bentley, 30 for ultimate Murray, 40 for ultimate Carmelita, 50 for Ratchet's wrench, and 60 for Cole's amp. Ratchet's wrench and Cole's amp are 2 cameo items. Ratchet's wrench is from the game Ratchet and Clank. I've never played the game, but Ratchet and Clank is a PlayStation exclusive series that Insomniac went on to make after the Spyro series, similar to how Naughty Dog went on to make the Jak and Daxter series after the PlayStation era Crash Bandicoot games. And Cole's amp is from the infamous series, a game that Sucker Punch Productions went on to start in 2008 after they finished working with the Sly Cooper franchise in 2005. But now I'm going to have all of this play in the background while I'm right now I'm just explaining what the words are there. But I'm going to talk about the information and trivia for this game. So, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, also known as Sly 4, is a 2013 video game developed by Sanzaro Games and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. It was released on February 5th, 2013 in North America for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita, and on March 27th, 2013 in Europe for the same platforms. Set after the events of Sly Cooper Honor Among Thieves, Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. Thieves in Time continues the adventures of the Cooper gang. Bentley, the current keeper of the Thievius Raccoonus, notices that the pages of the book are changing and disappearing. He must get the gang back together to travel through time and stop whatever is threatening the existence of the Cooper legacy. So we'll go to gameplay. Collectibles. Clue bottles make their reappearance in the game, however the rewards in the safes apply to all characters, not just Sly. Treasures also return from Sly 2, and they are displayed on a new treasure wall in the safe house. Collecting all of them unlocks arcade machines in the safe house. Secret Sly masks are a brand new collectible. It is a Cooper insignia spinning and jumping. There are 60 total masks to be found in the entire game, and certain intervals of masks unlocks cosmetic changes to the game, such as costumes or paragliders. The safe house has some new features for the previous game. Safe houses, which include treasure wall, a display of every treasure the player has found and brought back to the safe house unharmed and in time, a costume gallery, a display of every costume the player has gained so far, as well as the option to wear it in whatever episode the player is currently in, a table tennis and mini game that people can play together, which is tied to a trophy, and I will talk about that after I get done, or in a little bit. Arcade machine, a mini-game that 2 people can play together. It features the hacking mini-games. Free roaming. Due to the environments in this game being larger than those in its predecessors, a compass and mini-map have been added. Pressing the L3 button back touchscreen on the PlayStation Vita will make the compass appear for a short while, as well as waypoints. When activated, it will be surrounding the character's feet, pointing the player to the next mission, objective, or area of interest. It also works with the 3D environments, as it is able to point out whether the next objective is below or above the player's current location. The minimap can be turned on and off via the pause menu. For costumes, disguises from Sly 3 have also returned, but they now have more features. Each of these new costumes have one or two special abilities. The costumes that are included are the Samurai costume, fireproof, and comes with a shield, ideal for deflecting projectiles, as well as prevents guards from noticing and attacking you. The Jailbird costume. This costume is a simple black and white striped prison outfit with a massive ball and chain attached to an ankle brace. The ball is heavy enough to smash through weak walls and move massive objects with incredible forward momentum. Sly can also stand on top of and roll around on the ball to move safely over hazards like floor-mounted electric security grid fields. Sabretooth costume. This costume is a simple saber-tooth tiger skin that makes Sly move slower, but also allows him to crawl in front of guards without them noticing you, as well as making a leap across super long distances, and by using said ability allows Sly to perform a one-hit kill on guards. The archery costume allows Sly to fire arrows whenever a bucket of arrows is next to him, and that will allow him to create a rope line for him to walk across. Thief costume comes with a powerful sword as well as an hourglass staff that can be used to slow down time. And for the development of the game, unlike the previous games in the Sly Cooper series, Thieves in Time was developed by Sanzaro Games rather than by Sucker Punch Productions. Sanzaro was first interested in continuing the series after Sucker Punch had moved on to the Infamous series in late 2008. Sanzaro worked out the prototype of what would eventually evolve into Thieves in Time and presented it to Sony Computer Entertainment. Sony was impressed, but before it could hand over the development duties of Sly Cooper, they tasked Sanzaro with bringing the original 3 games to the PlayStation 3. Sanzaro began working on the compilation named The Sly Collection, and after its completion, received the green light to develop the 4th installment of the series. So that's why if you play the Sly Collection, which is Sly 1, 2, and 3, just brought to the PS1 in HD and has trophies for each game, that's why you see Sanzaro as well as Sucker Punch Productions, but in the original 3 games, Sanzaro had no help or input whatsoever. Thieves in Time represents a return to the series after an 8-year hiatus following the release of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. Several hints of the series' revival were previously included in both Infamous games by Sucker Punch. In addition to other nods to the series, both games featured marquees that included the title Sly 4. A teaser trailer included in the Sly Collection, released in late 2010, showed a short scene from what was supposed to be Sly 4, implying that a new game was soon to be announced. Thieves in Time was formally announced for PlayStation 3 during Sony's presentation at the 2011 E3 convention on June 6, 2011. The PlayStation Vita version was revealed on May 18, 2012 during the GT television show. Throughout the rest of 2011 and early 2012, Sanzaro continued to reveal different images and videos of gameplay, including that of Ryuichi Cooper and Sir Galloth Cooper. From April 20th, 2012 to May 20th, 2012, Sanzaro ran a competition where fans could design a treasure that they thought Sly would collect in Thieves in Time. From there, Sanzaro selected 10 of these treasures to appear in the game, 2 from the United States and 8 from other places around the world. These treasures appeared in the top left corner of the treasure wall. There were 24 worldwide winners and 7 United States winners, but only the 10 selected were to be for in-game use. At Gamescom 2012, Sony Computer Entertainment announced that the new cross-buy program. Through this program, one could purchase the PS3 version of a game and receive the PlayStation Vita version free of charge through a code redeemable at the PS Vita's PlayStation Store, with Sly Cooper Thieves in Time among the games supporting the program. A new trailer was also seen at Gamescom 2012, introducing Salim Al-Kapar as another confirmed ancestor and sending news that the release date had been pushed back to early 2013. Sony later clarified the release date to be in February 2013, stating that they didn't want Thieves in Time to release at the same time as all of the other games coming out in the fall of 2012. Putting it in February would give it more prominence during the game's vital opening week, with fewer big-name titles releasing at the same time. On September 22nd, 2012, the series' 10th birthday, Sony announced that the release date of Thieves in Time would be February 5th, 2013 in North America and March 27th, 2013 in Europe. Those who pre-ordered the game would receive a costume for Murray and 2 paraglider skins for Sly earlier than those who didn't. Playable demo of the game was included with the North American release of the Ratchet & Clank collection, and a second demo was released on January 29th, 2013 for all users in North America. For reception, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time has received generally positive reviews, with most praising the quality of gameplay and voice acting. Aggregating review websites with Game Rankings and Metacritic gave the PlayStation Vita version a 75.8 out of 100 and 75 out of 100 for the PlayStation 3 versions, respectively. Game Rankings being the 75.8%, and then Metacritic giving it 75 out of 100%. That's for the PlayStation Vita version, and for the PlayStation 3 version, 74.8% out of 100, and I guess not, and 75 out of 100 as of April 2013. Game Informer gave the game a 9 out of 10 rating, and Game Trailers an 8 out of 10 rating. IGN rated the game an 8 out of 10, concluding that despite the ridiculous load times, occasionally frustrating gameplay, and some bizarre archaic motion controls, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time is a worthy game to add to your library, as it harkens back to a different time in gaming while modernizing the experience for a new generation. Lucas Sullivan from Games Radar gave the game a 4.5 out of 5 score, but point out the game has lengthy but infrequent load times and cliffhanger ending, but saying the good points are stellar presentation and excellent level design. The creators of Sly Cooper at Sucker Punch Productions have expressed approval as well, stating on their Twitter account that they had no problem handing over the Sly reins to Sanzaro. I hope all enjoy it as much as we did. And so for trivia, Sly, Thunkerman, Cooper, along with Egypt, were originally planned to be included, but were scrapped due to the time frame of the game's release. But the secret ending did happen to have Sly in ancient Egypt, as you saw at the beginning of this video. There were 3 different boss characters that were originally planned to appear in this game: a scholarly elephant, a high society monitor lizard, and a technologically gifted mole. The former 2 were merged with Miss Decibel, while the mole was abandoned in favor of Penelope. Thieves in Time is the only game in the series that does not include a paranormal level or thing. Thievius Raccoonus had Haiti, Band of Thieves had Prague, and Honor Among Thieves had the General Sal's Black Magic and the Mask of Dark Earth. So far, there has been no official confirmed Japanese release of Thieves in Time. This is the second game in the series to feature more than one female antagonist, the first being Sly 2. The final boss of the game, La Paradox, is the only final boss in the series that is not beaten with the help of Carmelita, making it the first in the series that Sly beats the first time in the series that Sly beats the major villain by himself. So that is all of the trivia and information. As you can see, I'm just running through the trophy lists right now, and you saw all the other stuff that I was doing. Like I said, I did have to heavily edit this because I had just talked for long sections of time, especially doing the trivia and information, so that's why it's kind of cut up like this. I just showed what needed to be showed and would talk over all of it. Now, I do apologize, this usually isn't the way that I like to do it, but I already had already had everything recorded, and I didn't think at the time, I could have just redid the recording, but at that time I thought, well, I have everything recorded, I'll just edit it down and I'll just talk over it and hope it works, and it does work. I'm just talking about the trophies right now. If you notice the table tennis game, the Cooper Open, if you can see the trophy right there, have a 20-hit rally with Bentley in each hideout. That means you have to have the ball be hit 20 times, 10 per character, so all you have to do is just count to 10 while hitting the ball with Sly, and you'll get it. You have to do that for each hideout. There are 6 table tennis games in the game, so you do want to look out for that. But yes, that's all. Like I said, that's all of the important trivia. So I thank you for watching. I'm not sure what game I'll be doing next in the series, or I'm not sure which game I'll be doing next. This is the most recent Sly Cooper game in the series, so I'm not going to be doing any more Sly Cooper games until the next one comes out, and there has been no release date yet at the time of this recording, so I don't know, but whenever the new game comes out, or sometime after the new game comes out, I will definitely make a Let's Play of it. As long as I'm not in the middle of another project, I'm not going to stop a project just to do a, just to do another game like this, but I will do it, whenever I can find the time to. But anyways, again, thank you for watching. Until my next project, I'll see you then.